Hey guys, welcome back to Rames Games and Slime Rancher. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Just wanted to start off from the main menu so there wasn't... Whoa, that's my carrot. So in the last episode we got some stuff done. Want to make sure these guys get the vegetables. Don't care what these guys eat. Basically the things we don't want to feed the other guys. Start off by getting some plurts. Throw these guys back in, leave that carrot. Now let's go ahead and suck all these guys up. One thing I didn't demonstrate in the last video is that you can have upgrades for these corrals. Excuse you. I'll show that in just a second. Also, I was doing it, but I don't think I mentioned it. You can shoot through the slimes through these barriers, but they can't get out. It's kind of a one-way thing. Oh, what was it? Right. Over here. You have the corrals. You can put a music box, air net, solar shield, plort collector, and auto feeder. Solar shield basically shields things from slimes that are sensitive to sunlight. Things that you wouldn't have to do in the cave over there because there's not much sunlight. This is mine. Thank you. Just making sure there's... Yeah. See, slimes will always want to get to the plort. And food. Just anything they can consume, really. So you want to make sure that all your plorts are collected. I will be putting an auto collector on one of these once I get enough money. But for now, let's go ahead and purchase a garden. Let's go out and get some food. We need to get these guys some more food so we can get some more plorts. And the cycle will endlessly continue. We also need to get more rock slimes. I just wanted the carrots. I got a stony hen, which you can read about that. Eventually, I'll open up that menu. Just want to make sure I get the plorts. What it wants me to do is plant the carrot, which I totally intend to do. I'm just going to feed them the stony hen. I'm going to keep the roost row for when I actually build a chicken pen. Since some slimes eat meat, it's very important to farm your chickens. Go ahead and throw the carrot in there. Throw the carrots in there. Get rid of the plorts. You know what? Have the stony hen. And get out of my sight. So I don't want to say all you do in this game is run around and grind. It can feel a bit grindy at times. But there are new areas to unlock currently that we'll get to eventually. Trying not to sprint too much because you can get like sprint efficiency and things that lower your energy less fast. We'll talk about that guy eventually. Read the big slime. Not what I wanted. You're mine. Don't eat that. That hurt. Ouch. You know what? Too many largos. Ow. I've never been knocked out in the game. Being knocked out is kind of just a health thing. Oh, he came back. He wants revenge. He wants to kill me. We'll get tabby slimes eventually. You have to have high walls and a net above them because they can jump really high. And they tend to get out. Something I'm not too into right now. Alright, well, we got another rock slime. I was just thinking. These largos need to go back to the sea. I really don't want to deal with them right now. Remember, you get a largo by one breed of slime eating the plort of another slime. As long as it's a plort that slime does not produce. And if a largo eats... Oh boy, it's starting. If a largo eats a slime it does not produce, it makes a tar. The tar prefer to eat ranchers. You know what? I don't care about the roostro. If any YouTubers are watching this for some reason, they probably just cried a little bit inside because I got rid of the roostro. Something they value a lot more than me. I won't be going chicken heavy style, so matter of fact, I'll probably be completely ignoring chicken pens. Since my experiences, I've learned to play around them. Due to the fact that roostros are so hard to get sometimes, and chickens do age, and they do pass their prime. Have I ever noticed this area down here? The answer to that question is no. I did not know this little spot existed. You can see that slime tried to get to that plort. Huh. If anybody wants to eat those, you stay away. Ouch. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I didn't know that was down there. So that's cool. I learned a thing. It's not really important. Those areas meant that they were under construction, in progress, not part of the pre-alpha. Let's go ahead and throw... I didn't want that. I want that. Put our rock slimes in here. Throw a bunch of pugger fruits in here. Remember, the rock slimes only eat vegetables. We have 213. That's not really enough to do anything with this. You can put the nutrient soil, make sure that they always get the maximum harvest. The sprinkler makes them grow twice as fast, and the scarce slime ensures that slimes will be less likely to end up in your crops because it's a slime. Obviously, that's how it works. It's a slime scarecrow. There we go. I'll say it like that because I was going to. You know what? Don't do that. Who's my reticle? Ugh. Ugh. That wasn't worth my time whatsoever. Alright. Let's try this again. Also, the physics with the gun get a little interesting sometimes. That being a good example. Rock plorts. I probably had those on me the whole time that I was talking about not being able to afford anything, but let's not talk about that. So these carrots are starting to finish up. We'll go ahead and feed these to our dudes over here. And we will get them a plort collector. I can feed them myself, but sometimes collecting the plorts just gets a little difficult with pink slimes, since they're everywhere and stuff. So that will occasionally use this little machine back here. You can see a little air sucky thing going on. Eventually it'll like kick into high gear, suck up all the plorts inside the pen. Granted, it would have been more useful over here because, as you can see, harvesting gets a little bit difficult. But I'll deal. I'm not going to get any player upgrades for a while. So that's a pretty good harvest right there. By pretty good, I mean exceptional. I need to make sure all the food stays inside the cage, because these guys clearly want it. Also, make sure you're like facing them when you use your gun. Makes picking them up a little bit easier. Okay. So I have 227 credits or whatever they're called. Don't know. If it's told me, I wasn't really paying attention. This over here is the exchange. If I were to put a roost row, 3 stony hens, and 2 tabby plorts inside here, I would get phosphor plort. That comes from the phosphor slime. The slime that is very sensitive to sunlight. 5 heartbeats, 5 cube berries, and 5 pogo fruits. It's not a bad trade if I were to say so myself. And I just did. But it's not something we're interested in. I want to keep that guy away from the fruit. I'll take all the carrots I can get, because carrots right now are giving us our highest value plort. Because these guys respawn, I don't really feel remorse for doing this. They're just going over into the slime sea somewhere. With a name like the Slime Sea, it can't be that bad for the slimes, can it? Probably not. So I'm really just out here looking for more foods. I don't want you. Get out. All the food, all the plorts. So you can see there's quite a few. If I do get a player upgrade, character upgrade, whatever, it's going to be for my tank. Nothing really spawns here that I know of, so... the more largos in one area you get, the more dangerous it becomes. I'll eventually need those. There you go. So we need to get out of here before any tar show up. I might just make a tar later so you guys can see what happens. Or just specifically how they're made, even though I've said it before many times. Pogo fruit. Need all that to feed my pink slimes. We don't need any more rock slimes at the moment. Oh, we've got like 7 or 8 in there. Those are phosphor slimes, by the way. Like I said, too soon. They come out at night. There are some things that only come out at night. Those are one of them. There's possibly more. Whether there is or isn't something I'm going to spoil. Ow. Not worth, by the way. Freaking devil spawn. Alright, let's get ourselves a plort collector. We can't. What a shame. If you barely stick your gun in or get close enough, you can actually just suck up the stuff without having to worry about it. Let's get these guys a pogo fruits before they get all upset. You can see here, this is the plort collector working. Alright. Give me that carrot. So you can see the prices haven't changed at all. They're all still base value at what they were when we started. These guys are going to want these, so I better take them as soon as possible. And get a plort collector. These plot things, They're kind of irritating at times because some of them take like forever to grow. Some of them take less than forever. Sometimes you miss a harvest for no reason. Sometimes they're completely grown and you looked at them like 5 seconds ago. I don't know. Look at this. That's what you don't want. You can also build a storage silo. I didn't show you the building options. I apologize. You can build a corral, a garden, a coop for chickens, a storage silo, which you can upgrade a couple times to hold up to 4 different things inside of them, and an incinerator to deal with things that you don't want anymore. I've never had a reason to build one of those, nor do I ever see a reason to. And a pond. Ponds do things which I don't personally care about, so I feel explaining might be a little redundant. But I will eventually demonstrate that, just to show that they do, in fact, do things. You get back in there. We've got no plorts. We've got only 3 over here. We're gonna have to be careful about how many people we have in here, because I don't want more than 20. Those guys can already get up to the top. We do have star mail. Let's go ahead and check that. This is just talking about the range exchange. Basically talking about helping fellow rangers out. They offer things. It resets at midnight every night. Goes offline for a couple seconds and comes back. Goes completely offline if you've already done 1 exchange per day. And this is still the same one that we had, so I don't need to re-show that. I think these upgrades are 200 each, 250. What I want is 250. Tank booster will let you hold up to 30 units instead of 20. Go ahead and sell these. There's a jetpack, which does what you think it does. Doesn't last very long, and it is momentum based. So at the peak of your jump, it takes a couple seconds before you go any higher, simply because of gravity. Amazing. So, while it's nighttime, it is almost midnight here, in game. We've made a little bit more money. Let's actually go ahead and buy the tank booster. They'll send me a message thanking me for my purchase, letting me know that there's another one in here. As you can see, it's gone. It'll be tank booster Mark II, whenever that's ready. So it's always good to check your mail and check things after you've bought purchases, like a day or 2 after that. And you can see right there, the time just switched over. And the market has remained the same. That's good, I guess. I mean, it's not worse. Last thing we need is for these prices to go down. Dude, get out of there. But yeah, that has been episode 2 of Slime Rancher. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Gonna be trying to actually fill out all these achievements over time. Like I said, I couldn't reset them, so I apologize. I kind of wanted to start over from scratch. But I don't want to pretend this is a blind let's play up until the point of some of the new areas I haven't been. Give those guys that carrot. Alright, well, like I said, this is the end of the episode, so I will see you guys in episode 3. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.